Hello everyone, my name is Eric and welcome back to Stasis. We just escaped the mutant growing thingy, weird mutant growing thing place. I don't even know what the hell it was called. I can hardly remember what the hell we were playing. I haven't played this game for like a month, so I don't really remember entirely.
You mentioned earlier that you lost my Ep.7.
Personal data tag. Every person on board has one.
Like animals.
The tags monitor everything. Security access, food intake, location tracking.
Everyone has a tag. We can use it to find my family.
I'm afraid it doesn't work like that, John.
Like hell it doesn't. If I'm tagged, then so are they. It said.
I can only access your tag because the DocLink scanner's registered you. I've scanned for your family and I can't pick them up.
Are they on the ship? Have they been rescued?
Who knows?
The PDTs haven't been activated. But I still have an idea that might just work.
Well, that's good. You have an idea. How the hell did I run again? I can't remember anything. Here we are. So.
From the crew quarters, you should be close to an infirmary with a DNA sequencer. If you could get your blood into the sequencer, I can scan the ship for familial DNA, and then we can find your daughter. Then...
We can use her DNA to find Ellen.
Exactly.
Brilliant!
Notice, reserve power facilities are online. Backup systems are now enabled and functioning at benchmark levels.
The outside temperature is minus
Okay,
218
if you say so.
Celsius.
Hey, down here. Dude, it's down here. Doorway to security office. A gloomy doorway. He walks a little. I don't know. Is it double clicking? Ooh. Okay, dead security guard. A crumpled body rests against a slanted bulkhead in a leisurely repose. The uniform, hurdy-burdy-burdy. Yeah, I'm turning into the Swedish chef now. How fun. Hurdy-burdy-burdy-burdy. Yeah, the uniform says that he's from the security office.
They cut his wrists.
Oh, thank you. He had some kind. Well, that's a lot of blood on the thing. Okay. Time to do some reading. September 23rd. This whole shift change thing is kind of strange. Putting Ronald in security when he's obviously not equipped strikes me as irresponsible. Oh well, I'm sure I can compensate. A notice went out telling us to follow the new security guidelines this evening. I wonder what happened. It's only a few extra doors to lock, as far as I'm concerned. Easy enough. Food supplies are stalled and people are getting nervous. Someone's been distilling alcohol despite the fact that express authorization is required to even possess it. Ivan was describing the concept of moonshine to Ronald, and the guy asked how moonshine could exist if we're in a spaceship so far away from the moon. I swear to God, if aliens board the ship and pick us off one by one or something, I want Ronald to go first. I really want to do something about this alcohol situation. It's my duty to ensure that the Groom Lake's crew is secure and that important research isn't interfered with. At least, I'd like to believe so. These clowns don't share the sentiment. Which reminds me, I should put on a timer because I usually have windowed mode, but in this game I can't. The ass end of the ship just started exploding and jolted everything that wasn't bolted down. There's a goddamn pen stuck in the wall next to me. I can only imagine all the people injured right now. But I can't leave on account of the lockdown. Lockdown or not, Station B is fucked. So getting to medical isn't happening, and that's a weird background noise. Someone suggested that we should use the specimen transport track, but that's shady as hell. There's no leaving the security center now. Staring at Ronald's lifeless body is a fucking superior alternative to being ripped apart by whatever's outside. I hear screams. They're distant and muffled. Silence. 24 hours of silence. Not a scream. Not a footstep. Still not a word from Ivan. The guy looked away from the atmosphere control room just before Ronald pulled the plug. I got bored and read Ronald's file. He had a lot of stuff running really deep. Maybe he wasn't ignorant after all. That's it for the water. Ivan refused to drink anything but moonshine. I tried my best to get him to have water. Stubborn bastard wouldn't hear it. He hasn't moved in a while. So this went on for, whoa, like September, October, November, December. It's like 4 months into January. Holy shit, man. And I guess that's just his log, right? No? That's nothing to... No, it's just his log. So, excellent. And here's another one. The security guard seems to have died while sitting in the cushioned recliner. He tilts back at an angle that would hold the body for a long, long time. I guess it's the guy who drank all the moonshine. He looks happy. At least. Oh, there we go. Is Ivan. So, let's go. This new guy, Anderson, is really something. 5 minutes in the door and he's already asking what all the computers do. I like it. He's inquisitive, just like my boy back home. I'm glad he got put here in the shift change. But I'm disappointed that neither of these two are ladies. I could use some female company. Okay, maybe Anderson is a little more confused than inquisitive, but his heart is in the right place. I can respect that, but Sarge? But Sarge? How in the hell did the boy get Sarge from Surato? Paul is just plain obnoxious. What? I don't follow. Food's not coming for a while. Fortunately, somebody's been making moonshine. It's not the White Oak whiskey from back home, but you don't come across much liquor in space. Looks like I'll be moderating the supply, so to speak. Hodgson just tried to arrest someone. Prick. Rations are in. Good things too. The liquor wasn't keeping the crew at bay like it used to. This entire ship smells like shit. It's always been bad, but it gets worse every day. It's even a different type of shit. Every once in a while. Every type of shit every once in a while. Beyond me. Groom Lake is on lockdown. Tremors, power outages, and several injured. Some guy left 3 days ago to repair a tram station. Haven't heard from them since. I can only fear the worst. And I don't want to wait to figure out what's been going on around here. Paul and I have agreed on a solution, but Anderson isn't grasping it. I don't expect him to. I knew Anderson would have trouble coping. I knew he wouldn't understand. At least he went easier than we will. So that's Ronald then, I guess. He saw so much in his short life. There just wasn't room for more. He'll never have a funeral. Nobody back home is going to think of him and wonder what happened. I think Paul and I are the only people on this ship who knew him by name. Maybe that Samantha girl he was talking about still remembers him. Her dog could be named after him, or maybe he picked her a flower and she tucked it into a book. I never did read much, but right now I'd love to be holding a book. Poe would work. He's the only author I know by name. I haven't talked to Paul. He thinks I'm drinking, but I'm too preoccupied with Anderson for that. I figured I'm writing this for a reason. What if nobody ever reads it? What if this ship just drifts to the edge of the universe, dead and empty? If you exist, if you somehow stumble upon this, remember Anderson. He reminds me so much of how my son used to be. If you don't do it, nobody will. I don't beg, I never beg. But if you're a decent human, you'll know why you have to. Remember Anderson. Barely awake. Typing is an effort. Moonshine is not water. Hodgson had the last word. Well, he drank himself to death. I guess there are worse ways to go. So, monitors or cameras? Let's have a look at that. What can we see? Well, there. Oh, that looks bad. So it's a skull with biohazard. Can't do anything with this. Can't see any monsters, at least. And this is computer terminal. Security terminal. Crew quarter security logs. Oh my god, there's a lot of text here. Alcohol is being manufactured, distributed, blah blah blah. Well, it's supposed to be like environmental and such. Very few reported evidential cases of theft, blah blah blah, still alcohol. Specimen Samantha received for transport to Laboratory 18. This specimen from the cloning vats is contained in an iron lung. Transport needs to be arranged quickly. Specimen is scraping against the inside of the containment unit. Did it explode? Tremors have struck in the Groom Lake. Power outages, severe injuries to the blah blah. On Christmas Day, 4 crew members have been reported missing while attempting to restore the tram station to working order. To prevent our loss anymore blah 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 blah. The corridor has been sealed and flooded with highly corrosive gas. That's good to know for me because I'm probably going to have to go in that way. Activate motion detector. Huh?
We'll need to figure something out here.
Yeah, probably. That's how you run. So, do I need to have like a motion detector?
Just fucking open!
No, I probably need the motion detector thingy for that, so I'll get back to that later. Oh, hold the fuck, you almost scared me there, John. Let's go into the gloomy doorway.
Once we know where Becca is, how can I get to her?
There is another tram through the crew quarters. Once we know where you're going, we'll move forward from there.
More trams.
Yeah, I look forward to it, and the tram station is filled with poisonous gas, so...
God forgive us.
Yep. God forgive us. Smile! There's a dead body here. A body lying slumped against it. Whoa! Head hanging forward, is almost possible to imagine him having a nap during a long shift. Yeah, the guy's dead.
I wish I could do something. Something more.
Okay, Dr. Rick Green, help me. September 27th. I'm getting sick of this bumps and scrapes bullshit. I didn't get this degree just so that I could stitch idiots up when they accidentally stab themselves with a pen. I want to do fun experiments. Is that too much to ask? It's not like I want to be a mad scientist and sew new arms onto people or anything. Although human spiders would be cool. I agree with you. It would be cool. December 7th. It's a miracle. Security somehow ended up passing a container from one of the cloning vats onto me. It's labeled Samantha. They understand it's to be transferred to Lab 18, right? Oh well, no reason I can't observe it for a while, right? I'll have my loyal assistant Miriam making up some good excuses for me. December 8th. This creature is marvelous. The notes included don't say much, but I'm pretty sure that she didn't have a fully formed spine when they packaged this girl up. It describes her as being just a tail. There are some other bones as well, but I didn't... Oh, sorry about that. But I didn't major in monster anatomy. I wish I had, though. You can't make this shit up. December 10th. This fucker grew eyes. I mean it. She did not have these the last time I checked. They're rudimentary, sure, but they just grew. They follow me around. At this point, I'm going to take credit for Samantha entirely. I mean, they can't prove that there was anything more than some stem cells in that container the last they saw it, right? From now on, Samantha is mine. I can't wait to see what she turns into. Lab 18 is definitely getting suspicious and impatient. I'm running out of excuses for why I haven't transferred Samantha yet. I need Miriam to stall a bit longer. I read her PDA, so I know she wants to turn me in. She wants my job. Unfortunately, I have a video of her screwing the guys from the lab. All of them. So there's my job security. This guy sounds really lovely, doesn't he? December 19th. This just got serious. The tremors knocked me over the counter and I twisted a muscle in my knee. It's going to be a long lockdown spent bandaging people up without any access to the full medical wing. December 21st. Samantha isn't mine anymore. Some other poor fool can take responsibility for this one. 29. I heard shrill screams coming from the entertainment area. The first and last time I performed the surgery, the patient woke up and started screaming her head off. Something about seeing your own exposed ribs really bothers people. Anyway, these screams were like that, only more intense. There's screams of the dying. I've locked the emergency bulkhead. No signs of Miriam. And that will be the end of this episode. A lot of exposition and a lot of reading, and my throat is sore, so I need to have a short drink. Now, thanks so much for watching, guys, and if you liked what you saw, do leave a like and a comment. I love the atmosphere here, but I don't know what to do next. But we'll figure that out in the next episode. So, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys later.